Hey everyone, we're heading into part 8 of I was gonna say Enchanter, Vampire Assassin. We're here with Ultraviolent 4. We picked up our second rune last time. Well, actually, we got both runes last time. Seems to often be the way. There's an episode in the middle there somewhere where we grab both layer runes at once. Anyway, we've got two. It's time to either head into Vaults or Elf. We don't really have enough MR for either of those, which means I usually prefer to do Vaults. Because while being marked is really dangerous, it's usually not as bad as being banished to the abyss. So that's where we're gonna go. There's no other MR, I think. A ring of protection from magic, which we are wearing. Good. Other cool things that happened last episode, we ended up branding our quick blade, so we've got a +7 quick blade of Elec, which is insane, absolutely insane. And yeah, we're still hanging out for a dragon armor. If we could get a fire dragon armor in Vaults, I'd be really happy, because we've got 8 scrolls of enchant armor. And yes, I know there's a trove that wants a +2 gold dragon armor, but I'm not gonna not enchant my armor just for that. Anyway, just as a quick aside as well, this vault always reminds me of, you know that symbol you often see on signs for doctors or surgeons, where it's a snake wrapped around a pole? I don't know if that's intentional, but that's what I always see with this ending. Anyway, to Vaults. Vaults, Vaults, Vaults. Here we go. That is an amazing greeting room to get. Fortunately, they all mostly stayed asleep, but yeah. What's our paralysis chance? Only 5%, that's not too bad. Oh man. We've nearly got the piety up to do our insta-kill. There's no one I want to kill, but the value. Alright, let's grand finale the Cyclops. He's being really annoying. Oh, actually what we could have done is let all the slimes group up into a Titanic slime and then just grand finale them. Not really. That's too dangerous. Paralyze 6% on him. It's only really Mark I think that's gonna really bother us. Oh yeah, I want to show you something. Alright, well not yet. I'll try to set it up. There's been a new change in trunk, which is quite amazing. Wands. We have most of these already, except for Wand of Enslavement, which we don't really need, and isn't so amazing because we don't have any evocation skill. I'm just going to turn some of those off. Wait, what else was there? There's a bunch of Box of Beasts, File of Flood, basically a bunch of evocables that I'll never ever remember to use. That is a Runed Arbalist. Well, we have a manual of crossbows. Oh, there's a triple crossbow. Huh. So triple crossbow, we have a few brand weapon scrolls about and a manual of crossbows. But no, we're not going to do that. Not at this stage. Donald. Alright. He can't see invis, so I'm going to preemptively do that. It also gives you a bit of a stealth bonus when you're sneaking up on things. See ya. And no, he didn't even have a magical shield. Ah, I thought that might finally be the thing that would get us to want to train shield up from the buckler. But Donald without a magical shield, that never happens. Get it together, Donald. You just did not. I don't really want to check his rune plate armor. That's a little too heavy for my likings here. I'm gonna run from that. Okay, if we get them in the hallway, then we can fight them one at a time. Okay, here's what I want to show you. So, I haven't seen this change in action yet. I'm kind of skeptical because I don't even believe this is possible. But apparently there's a change whereby you can shut doors that have items on them. It will attempt to move the items out of the way. Is that really true? It's true. You close the large door, pushing everything out of the way. I don't believe it. Has science gone too far? I think in this case, yes. Yes, it's gone way too far. Closing doors with items on them, that's just unnatural. Huh. So it pushed the bolt out. That's crazy. It's it's my habit that I always move off a door if I'm gonna kill an enemy on top of it. But that's gonna be a hard one to fight. Like now, normally I wouldn't have hexed him there. I would have let him move a tile out and I would have hexed him here so that when he dies, he didn't block the door. But we don't care anymore. He's already hexed. We can shut it. It's amazing. I didn't think we had the technology for this. That's a +3 ring of protection. We really need the MR. If he has Banish, that would be only a 5% chance. That's not too bad. I'm gonna go for it. Easy. While these guys are paralyzed, we're gonna throw some javelins. Nice. Shut this door. Don't walk in. The whole moving items things, I dare say, is not gonna help you. Also, he's only a 30% chance to hex, so I should be using our blowgun. How's he resisting? I'm surprised. Okay, apparently we're not strong enough. We've got almost 12 points of throwing, but that's not good enough to get him. Huh. Alright, well we can just fight him the old-fashioned way, with a quick blade of Elec. Everything gets paralyzed. In we go. Yeah, I don't like that where we were positioned just there, where the Yaktors could kind of shoot us from multiple sides. You now merge with and destroy a victim. Where's the victim? I want this guy, the Yaktor captain. Let's go. You're the victim. Good. There's Azel. We definitely want to have our poison against Azel. At this point in the game, let's try Needle of Paralysis. She's not as scary as she is when you find her in your Valerian branches. Did she resist? The Needle of Paralysis hit her, but she wasn't paralyzed. Oh, she's unbreathing? No. That one missed. I think this doesn't work. No, it does work. Okay. That was odd. The first one hit her, but it didn't say she resisted. It just said the Needle of Paralysis hits her, and then nothing. Oh, she did resist. Okay, I just couldn't see the line. Never mind. That's my bad. I do know that some enemies are immune to needles, or they don't work. But Azel is not one of them, turns out. Just go the invis. Yes. Yeah, okay. So it's starting to last longer and longer, that paralysis. It's getting to the point where we're actually able to then use the pain bond to kill whole packs. We nearly did that. That was really good. I want more invo. Having -1 invocation really does not help, but we're trying. Interesting Zot trap there. These guys Also can't see invis. Alright, so here's a stone giant. We got a stone giant corpse, so it's time to answer the perennial question. Can you draw blood from a stone? The answer is yes, you can. Well, I'm glad we settled that one. Hello Google. Nothing to ID. Where are the fire dragons? Uh-oh. Yeah, I was gonna say, we're about to get looked in for sure. These guys can see invis, the wardens, but the Yaktor can't. I guess we'll try the needles while he's running at us. Hey, that one worked. Got him. It's pretty funny how, well, not funny, but it's quite amazing how good invis is still, even in vaults. Man, in all of a 3-ring game, invis is broken. Even in Zot, all the Draconians, Death Cobs, they're probably the main ones. None of them can see invis either. It's good in Elf. All these regular elves can't see invis. Alright, here we go. Oh, look at that. Yeah, that's better. That's more what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, right. Should be resting off the contam. Oh, a wand of acid. Did he have that? He did. He had a wand of acid and a scroll of silence. He was pretty decked out. You hurt too much. You hurt way too much. We can close the door. This is something I wanted to test. So Cyclopses are slow. I don't know if that slowness applies to opening doors. I think it does. So I think if we close this door, because he's slow, he'll never random energy through it. Although the Hornet can block it. Oh, get out of the way, Hornet. Alright, there we go. This is science here. We really don't need to be doing this. We could very easily hex him. But I think it's true that if you continually close a door on a slow monster, like a Cyclops, they will never ever ever open it and step through. Doing a bit of Mythbusters here. First of all, we busted the blood from a stone myth, and now we're busting the door myth. Yeah, I think we can say this myth is confirmed. Cyclops seems like he's never gonna come through unless we let him. Okay, I totally wasted that paralysis there. Should remember to throw stuff. That was a mistake. I saw the Hornet and then I quaffed blood to get rid of our poison and then ran at the Hornet. Alright, this time we'll remember. Gotta make use of our throwing, and actually we can use our macro, our appetition macro, because that's always fun. Let's get all our things back. Uh-oh. Let's be a bat while we do this. Phantasmal Warrior plus whatever that other guy is, Death Knight, is really scary because the first one will halve your MR and then the second guy will Agni, which is effectively Torment. I don't know. They don't see invis. That's good to know. What about the Phantasmal Warrior? He does. I knew that from playing you red. Scroll of Fear. We have one of those. I think it's worth just getting a second. We can nearly buy the Ring of Phasing, but I still don't know that we will. I would love to have it, but we need the MR. There's a scroll of fear after we just bought one. That's alright, having more is better. I'm doing a search for armor, 2 ampersands, and then brand. It's going to show me all the branded armors in the game. I'd really just like even just a ring mail of magic resistance, but there are no ring mails anywhere. Just the cold resistance one we're already wearing. The enslavement's not that good. You're going to turn it off in order to pick up. In fact, oh yeah, I've got a wand of clouds. I've never remembered to use it. There's an ice dragon scales. This would still leave us with a point of RF. So we're 1921. This would be 2119. So this is immediately better, except for our spells take a bit of a hit, which is okay. Invis goes to 9% and it's still yellow. Passage drops a bit too. This is going to be helped as we train more armor. It will lower our encumbrance penalty. Interesting. But it tells me if we do go to Fire Dragon Scales, which I think I would prefer, particularly if we're ultimately going to get rid of our Buckler of Fire Protection. That's our only RF now, or it would be our only RF. Alright, reasons why you might want to prefer Ice Dragon Scales. It's the same protection as a Fire Dragon Scales, but it's lighter. It has 1 less encumbrance rating. If we have a look at it, where is it? This has encumbrance of 11. Oh, wait, no. Other way around. Okay, they both have the same encumbrance, ice and fire, but Ice Dragons has a base armor rating of 9, whereas Fire Dragon is 8. We can confirm that that's correct. Fire Dragon. Yes, same encumbrance, both 11, but this is 8. But because the resistance doesn't matter, I think I'd prefer to try to get a Fire Dragon Scales before enchanting that one up. Man, that guy was just, he was straight up shooting the Wraith. The Wraith wasn't even invis, he just did not care. He really did not care. What a monster. Normally if for enemies to shoot other enemies, it means that they couldn't see the enemy they were shooting at, but he could definitely see that guy. He did not care. He wasn't confused. It's just that he couldn't see us. Oh my god. Dude. Stop. Are there any plain rings that we would ever want? Oh, these guys have really good MR. I remember now. Ring of Fire. No. Definitely not that one. That's a very ugly thing. That's another very ugly thing who's now seen us. They can't see invis though. Ooh. Gotta be careful of those. They hit really hard. Okay, remembering that we have a Wand of Clouds, I'm gonna give it a go. We have enough for a grand finale here. We'll get the Yaktor Captain. Wait, did we fail it? We're still in the same spot. Yeah, we failed it. That's a shame. Can we get him now? Yup. That's way too many of these guys. What's the deal with I'm doing a Seinfeld joke right now. What's the deal with Death Knights running away from you when you're invis? Ba-dum-ts. We're getting locked in here for sure. What do? How about we throw down clouds again? Where the warden's gonna step. Now we can just throw stuff at him. There we go. That's better. Those deep elf archers reflect missiles, repel them, I mean, but that doesn't help them when they're paralyzed. Ooh. This looks like a really scary room. There's a entropy weaver in there. And a gold dragon. Alright. If we're lucky here, we might be going into the treasure trove early. We're gonna go a needle of paralysis on him. He resisted. I think our throwing skill... Oh, we got him. Yes, and we got the gold dragon. It's time. Alright. Alright, everyone's getting paralyzed. The entropy weaver got killed by the pain bond. What a time to be alive. Uskayaw is killing it right now. Awesome. So we use that needle of paralysis to get a gold dragon paralyzed to stab him when they have really, really good MR. I'm actually just straight up leaving. We're going to find the trove. That's amazing. Alright, so we need to enchant this gold dragon scales up to 2. Plus 2, I believe it was. You can see on the percent screen. No, you can't. Control O. Here. Plus 2 gold dragon scales. Alright, so let's goodbye 2 of those. Alright, and we need to drop some things. Don't walk in without free slots. It's really sad when you do that and then you can't actually pick anything up. I'm just gonna drop all of our ones. All of them. And now we've got plenty. Alright, treasure trove time. Must be Christmas. We got a jewelry one. Okay, these plain amulets, don't care about. As for all this artifact stuff, I do. I'm gonna ID the artifact amulets, I think, because we're not gonna take faith off unless this is also a faith amulet or is really good. Wait, no, I don't care about taking faith off. That's thinking for regular gods. Uskayaw, when we're at 0 piety, who cares if we lose a third of it? Hang on, so I'm still gonna do it. Spirit R poison MR. That's extra MR. Minus telly. In plus 8, slay minus 5. That's a horrible item, but is worth carrying just because having a minus teleport item can be really good if you get the double teleport traps in Zot 5. So we're not going to leave that, we'll carry it out. And that's it for ID scrolls. We're going to have to wear ID all these artifact rings. It's another slay minus 5 ring, impressive. That's an RLX ring, the ring of birdsong. Our point is, our poison. RF minus is not good, but again, this is worth just carrying around so that we can get our poison if we need it in a pinch. And RLX, I guess. RLX is the more important one, actually. Okay, I mean, I don't really care that I'm wasting the remove curse items, but I know this will bother some of you because that was some unoptimal use of remove curse scrolls there. Wiz int plus 6. That's an amazing ring for spells that are too hard to cast. And this one's another MR ring, but also gives plus stealth, which is really good. Minus dex is a bit of a penalty towards our evasion, but plus stealth would make up for that. I like how it's ironically titled The Ring of Sunlight. It makes you stealthier. Wizardry we don't need, and a plain amulet we don't need. Alright, so what do we got? I'm going to Control X just to check that I'm not accidentally leaving something here that I want. Nope. And out we come. Alright, so what did we end up with? Also, I don't want to forget all our wands, so we'll try not to leave them. Okay, the Spirit MR one, I'm going to drop here. We might want that doing Elf, although... Let's... Well, it's certainly that MR ring with plus stealth. I'm going to say that's just straight up better than the plain protection from magic ring, because the plus stealth is very relevant to our character. And then what else? Also going to drop the minus tele item. We won't need that until Zop 5 maybe. And we can drop the wizardry ring. Aralek will carry around just in case. And just for science, if we want to have two things of protection from magic, we need to remove this ring. What does that do to our resistances? It makes us... That's crazy. We take off the ring with 3 points of RC, and we still have 4 RC. Okay, I mean, part of that is the Ice Dragon scales, but still, this character has so much RC, it's insane. But we have no RF if we do that. Okay, so in a pinch, as long as there are no fire giants around, in a pinch we can get 3 points of RF. Of MR, I mean. Alright, that's good to know. It means we can do Elf after Vaults as well. Alright, back to Vaults. There's still quite a lot of scary stuff. Oh, our wands. I forgot. After saying I'm not going to forget, I forgot. Wand of Acid. It's on D11. How do I get them all? It's apostrophe. Oh, it tells you there, /. Learn to read. Alright. And do we get them all? Yep. Even with a few slots to spare. Back to Vaults. What else is in this room? Fire Giant, Frost Giant, Sphinx, Death Mage, this flail of draining that's hitting us. Can't see invis. Actually, I think, can Fire Giants? I think they can. Sphinxes can. Okay, I thought maybe we could confuse it. Not to be, but we can paralyze it with Uskayaw. Good. Even against something as scary like that as a fire giant, we can just straight up tab it, because our quick blade of Elec is really, really powerful. That has deflected missiles in it. We'd have to train charms in air, I think. Although we do have a ring that's got wizardry and +6 in. No, let's not do that every time. If every game I play we learn deflected missiles, take off our armor and cast it all the time, that spell is definitely getting removed. I'm gonna check out this rapier. No ID. I'm just gonna do it. It's fragile. That's one reason why you don't do it. Not that I actually care for it, but say this had some amazing resistance set that it had 3 points of MR and RLEC and who knows whatever else, but fragile. we might have wanted to just keep it and say, even if you just wield it for the orb run, for the extra resistances where you're not expecting to fight stuff, could still have a use. But put it on now, so it's gonna get destroyed. Really unwield it? Yep. Goodbye. Crumbles to dust and goes still. What? It crumbles to dust and then goes still. What does that even mean? It would make sense if it goes still and crumbles to dust, maybe. Anyway. That is a stuff of poison. I think there are others around. At some point we might, yeah, there are. At some point later in the game we might be doing Staff Hunter. Oh, it's a longbow piercer. Okay, now I understand why this vault was so crazy. This is an amazing longbow. It's got penetration on it, so it lets you fire through enemies. It's the only longbow that can get this, by the way, I believe. Piercing can be on artifact crossbows, if you're really lucky, but it's not on longbows or any bows at all, except for this one artifact. But yeah, we're not going to do bows, but that's an amazing bow if you are a bow user. How about we go invis before we go down? How about we just one hit stab kill this lich? That might have been the extra stealth of our ring bearing fruit. No, we can't hex him. Another artifact? No, it's just regular. So that was an artifact tile. Damn. And the issue here is that we're still contaminated. So I don't want to go invis again. But we can confuse this one down here, who's the one shooting us at range, and then we'll fight the others. Is that a new artifact rapier? Looks like it. It's the same tile. It is. We're going to test this one too. Same reason we don't have an ID scroll. It's cursed again. Yeah, this one's not so special. The in +5 would be relevant if we were going to play deflecting missile shenanigans. But we're not. Not this time. Alright, let's get the red one. Never mind. We just got slowed. Alright, so we're locked in here, we're slowed, and we don't know what else could be in this room. I think we want to just teleport out of here. There we go. We didn't get away. Oh, that's not fair. What if we paralyze him? Yeah, that works. Alright. And as we kill these other Yaktors, we can build up our piety. Okay, never mind. But he stayed paralyzed that whole time. So that works, I guess. What you fail to understand is, I'm not locked in here with you. You're locked in here with me. Let's go invis. I don't know why I'm messing around with hexes. It's basically the play for almost every pack we find. Just go invis. It's totally broken. Once upon a time, the invis spell was in the starting book for an enchanter. You can imagine how nutty that was. Okay, a few things here. There's a scroll we don't know for 33 gold. I think that has to be Holy Word. Okay, well we don't want that. That hurts us really badly. It's an artifact plate armor. The Lajatang of Order is interesting. but we're not going to use that. It's one of the few remaining items that can give you protection from mutations. Bronze scale mail for 300 gold. I think I'd rather just save our gold, to be honest. If we can get enough MR from other sources, we can then get the Ring of Phasing. Plus, some of these other things are good. The heal wounds, the haste, the extra clouds potentially. Instead, I'm just going to buy the potion of heal wounds here. Brilliance we have plenty of. Yeah, we've got 7. Okay, so we don't need to buy that one. What are we training? Should we be getting our spells, our passage castable again? Our invis a little bit lower? Should we be going to a large shield? These questions are difficult. Maybe not. We're already training quite a lot of stuff. Yeah, and it's really important that we get our fighting up in particular, and also dodging and armor is still really good too. Here's our fire dragon. Could we have a note? Come on. We're not even hitting him. Keep missing. Alright, we'll fight him in man to vampire combat. He hurts us a lot. Let's acid him. That will lower his AC. Is he gonna kill us? No. Closer than I would have liked though. Come back. They can't see invis. And let's wait for it. I keep doing it. I'm so bad. Wait for the invis to wear off. Wait for the contam to go. And then you can do it again. And I did it again, just after saying that. Oh dear. We got 2 new needles of sleeping. It's not a lot, but it's better than nothing. Scroll of acquirement. Alright. Time to acquire a really sick Randart. Well, it can't be Randart. Yeah, it can be. A really sick Randart Fire Dragon Scales. Or if we could roll a quick Silver Dragon Scales, I wouldn't complain about that either. Our weapons are already amazing. We don't need those. Our jewelry is pretty good, but our armor, especially in some slots, is quite mediocre. It's a rune shield. This might make us do it. A plus or a shield of protection. It's got extra AC on it, and we lose RF, which I want to say we're not going to do right now, but at some point I wouldn't mind going to that shield. A shield of protection would have been better, but shield of protection is not too bad. Extra AC is always welcome. So in that case, do we start doing shields to 15? I just spoke about how these skills are really important. So I'm going to say no. But in the future, maybe. So that's a bit of a dud, I guess. I'm going to yell so we don't get trapped in that room. We can at least be on this tile where we can fight them one at a time in the hallway. How did you do that? Oh, actually, this is something I should be doing against these guys. So you can see, if I try to ensorcelled hibernation, it's only a 30% chance of succeeding. Confusion's a bit higher at 43, but even higher than that is Takima's dance, 55%. We can take the weapon out of his hands, it makes him a lot less dangerous, and it helps us because then the weapon adds extra damage to us. Because we're both fighting. That's better. I should have been doing that on all of these Vault Wardens. It's even on theme, because we're following the god of the dance. I feel bad now. Sorry, Uskayaw. Had an on-theme spell and everything. Yes, look at that pain bond. How much invo do we have? Almost 14. It's getting really, really strong. We're actually now just almost one-shotting whole packs of enemies. I did it again. I ran up here while we were invis. Let's see. Takima's dance on him is only 40%. I think we're better off just trying to paralyze him. Like that. And I think as well, by default, we should be using the sleeping blowgun. The sleeping needles. Because the paralysis ones are much more valuable. Again, these guys have really good magic resistance. But Takima's will get them. Yes. And same for this guy. Come on. There we go. I think we cheated there. That guy, the Death Knight, was doing his own pain bond. But I think we didn't take return damage from our pain bond. Battle of the Pain Bonds. Just throw stuff at him. You kind of get in a groove when you're hexing. See enemy, you hex them, you stab them. But our throwing, like that, we just one-shot that ogre. Our throwing's very strong too. We're up to 12.6 throwing skill. Oh, I really like throwing javelins of returning. Just looks so cool. How likely they are to return depends on your throwing skill, by the way. If you're halfway decent, you'll get them back the vast majority of the time. I forgot to do it again. Should have come downstairs while invis. Look at this stabbing fest. And even more brand weapons. Where's that triple crossbow gone? Oh dear. Okay. Alright. Hey, we've got 3 points of MR. How do we have that? Is that just natural? I think it is. Yeah. Vampires have relatively high MR naturally. So we're actually, just with this single ring of MR, we're actually now up to 3 points of magic resistance. Because I was going to say, with the Deep Elf Demonologist in there, if you don't have 3 points of MR, you're very likely to get banished. Alright, let's see if we can sneak in. Nope. And we got marked, so the whole floor is going to be coming. And that guy's summoning fiends. Let's be a bat. We'll just get to the stair and out of here. Alright, this might be a good time to stop then. Yeah. Alright, we'll deal with this later. I don't want to do it now. So if you come back next time, we'll do one more floor of vaults 4, and then now that we have 3 points of MR, we can go into elf. Yeah, we should be quite happy enough. Alright, see you then.